Okay, I just picked this up used. It's one model old, so it's not the new lighter plastic. It's seen some better days, and I'm gonna go ahead and try and get it all sorted out. First thing I did was I heard a trick where you can use some WD-40 to loosen up some of this glue on the bottom. It just has to sit for a while. Since it's a contact adhesive, it doesn't melt the plastic as a bond. So I heard you can let it sit for up to a day and it should peel right off. So we'll see how that goes to start. Then there'll be new lacing, carve the saddle out, lose the hip pads, put in a switch and battery for a pump. I'll install them back. Probably move this port and replace or fix anything else I come across along the way. Okay, so I've pulled out all the airbag lacing, and I'm getting ready to install a pump. The WD-40 on glue made it easy to pull up, like knee pads and those kinds of things, but it didn't get rid of all the glue. So that's a whole other task. I think probably gonna use that and just take it off. I'm also getting ready to install a switch for the pump right here. This is the switch. I already have it wired with these waterproof solder connectors. It's gonna go sideways right there, and I'll wire it down my saddle along. It'll plug in the back to the battery, and I'll keep the battery in back in the stern, and then it'll wire into the pump, and I'll port the pump out towards the stern of the boat. I have some Dyneema that I'm going to use to relace everything, and then I also have ABS, which is pretty thin, and that's what I'm going to use to secure my pump after I get it all wired. There'll be a plate on the top and then like a little T-joint to keep it in place. So step one down, I still have to carve the legs out to fit me, do the rest of the wiring, install the pump, relace everything. Pretty much a long ways to go. Okay, so I went ahead and wired the switch in. I cut just a razor blade line all the way down and over for the wires, which I'm gonna run underneath where the saddle thigh blocks are, and then run it all the way on back to get back here, and I'll wire in a spot for my battery with a connector, and then the pump itself gets the male, so all my boats match up, and even my tandem dual pump setup will run off the same battery. Okay, so you can see I cleaned up the front a little bit. Couldn't quite get all the glue off, but I'm also putting new knee pads in, so that shouldn't be a problem. I ran my wire all the way down the side. I don't quite have it finished up yet, and then my pump is got some weight on it for the glue to dry with the ABS bracket. I have this Dyneema cord I'm going to be lacing in. I put the new bilge pump port in, so that'll run at a nice angle, like nothing too straight, or I mean nothing like 90 degrees wise. Keep as many of those kinks out of it so it flows faster. And then I took where they had the old port and took that and filled it in with the plug, and the glue's drying there. I still have a few holes to put bow and stern to make sure that the water can drain well. And then I need to finish carving out my saddle and then attach everything. I'll probably put a couple daisy chains on the bottom of the boat so I can put in a spare paddle, that kind of thing. And then I need to build a bracket up here for my battery to strap in. And this is my battery right here. I still need to finish wiring it up and solder connections, but it's a waterproof battery, 12.6 volt. It'll easily run everything I needed to do. My tandem condor, my 91. So that's kind of where everything stands right now, and I'm waiting for some parts to show up in the mail, so I'll probably pick it up again tomorrow. Okay, update, all my other stuff arrived. I just need to put some knee pads in now. I like thinner knee pads since I'm really tall. It gives me a little more room to move forward and put my legs to the side so my center of gravity stays low. I put a daisy chain in there for like my water bottle and random stuff, and I usually put one down on the bottom of the boat as well for my spare. The switch is mounted and done, and started putting lacing in. The port is glued and done. This is where my battery is gonna go. It's drying right now with some weight on it. Got some straps holding everything down, and then you'll see this battery can fit right there, and then it'll just strap in and everything's in one place and it'll connect. And then I just need to finish up these wires and put all the extra away. I always like having a little extra just in case something goes horribly wrong. And then after that, it's just some grab loops, and then I should be good to go. Okay, well, this pretty much is going to be the last one, but I just have a little bit of glue drying. You see the battery has a strap that goes around and it's held in place. I gotta just clean up those wires. The pump hose is in. My painter silicone bungees are in. My grab loops are in. All my knee pads are in. Everything's carved out. You can hear the pump kick on. Everything's working. And I'm just waiting for this to dry, and then I can pull the pegs out because I don't want anything in there that could poke a hole in the bag. And then that's it. I just need to condition the boat a bit. It's a little dry, the plastics are, especially after I put WD-40 and all kinds of other stuff trying to get all this glue out. So I'll get some Magnet, like 303 style, and just let it soak into the boat for a while. But that does it. Boat done.